Whether you like it or not, skins are a big part of Counter-Strike. Everybody wants a cool inventory, and everybody is excited to see new skins brought into the game. My goal for 2025 is to actually make a skin, but before I make a skin, I need to get some inspiration. So today we're going to check out some workshop skins and rank them. Now the first skin we're checking out is the M4A4 Cell Shade. Oh, this is pretty neat. This is giving me, you know, like Borderlands cell shaded type of vibe. Obviously that's like the whole point of it. There's a whole collection with USP Tech 9, P90, but we're looking at the M4. I like the idea. I think the colors are like fine. I think this would be a really solid purple or like a kind of bad pink. I think if you had a nicer design with this sort of idea of the cell shaded stuff, it would be a lot better of a skin. I'm gonna give it a 7.3. Next up, we've got the Glock Airframe, the green version. Okay. This is very detailed. This is not the type of skin I think I'm gonna make. This takes a lot of skill. I'm definitely not an illustrator or a visual artist in any way, but I think this looks really good. I think you can almost like see inside of it. That's awesome. I think it would be cool if each one unboxed a different color, so you had variants of like green, blue, red, purple, and every time you get a new one it'll be a different color. I think it's okay. I think it would be like an okay pink, but the fact that it's a Glock skin, it's green's not my favorite. I'm gonna give this one a 7.1. Next up, we have the USPS AAA Precision version 3. This one is really creative to me. Wow, the AAA battery. I think that's really cool. I think this could be a really sick purple. I mean, I would actually rock one of these. Personally, I really like this, and I'm probably going to give it an 8 flat. Next, we have a returning skin, the M4A1S Ice Cold. Ice Cold, of course, is on the AK. People like to call it a Valorant skin, but I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't see like a breathing dragon. This is just like kind of neon colors, and so that means Valorant, I guess. Yeah, I like the Ice Cold. I think it looks good here. I think it actually fits the A1 more than the AK. I'm going to give this a 7.7. Next, we have the SG553 Retro. This is cute. This is like, I'd expect this to be a purple or a really good blue. It's not trying to be like a crazy over the top. It's not trying to be a pink or a red. It knows what it's trying to be. The whole case can't be red tier skins. We have to have some blue and purples. Overall, I'm going to give it like a 5.6, I think. Next, we have the Op Solo Q. This is one of my favorites that I've seen, actually. This is, I like the creative things where they take parts of the gun and make it into something that you can relate to in real life, like that USP Precision. I like that the ball on like the bolt action part, the thing you pull, is actually a Q. It feels like a really great idea, but the execution isn't there. I could see this being a really fun pink. I'm gonna give it, with the current execution, a 7.8. Next up, we have the Dual Berettas Trackmaster. Okay, these are clean. Check them out in game. Yeah, it just reminds me too much of those other Dual Berettas. I'm gonna give them like a 6 flat. Next up, we've got Color Madness. Now here's what I was talking about, having the skin be different colors, right? So we've got like a brown into like a reddish, orangish, darker. That's like a full-on orange, a purple, more of a pink, a gray. I think that's really cool. Again, this is like a solid purple, like a really solid purple, or like an okay pink. I'm gonna give this one a 6.6. Next up, we've got the Famas UFO-S. Now this one is a pink if I've ever seen a pink. I swear to God, this is like what I expect when I see a pink. I think the Famas is pretty good for landscapes because you've got like one long bar across the whole thing and you can get a lot of detail in it. This one's pretty good. I probably wouldn't use it. I don't like this style for like my inventory, but I can appreciate how much time was probably put into this. I'm gonna give it a 7 flat. Next up, the MP7 Loner. This is almost like so good that I don't want it to be on the MP7. I want to see this on like an A1 or a Deagle or something. I also don't understand the name for this. If it was like a wolf, it would make more sense, like a lone wolf, but a tiger. Maybe this symbol here next to the tiger means like loner in a different language. I think it's really cool. I like the kind of gritty style. Go ahead and give it a 7.9. Next up, we have the P2000 Fool's Choice. I think it is like so shitty that it wraps back around to being awesome. It's just a raccoon wearing like a old jester outfit. Realistically, I want to give this like a 4.3, but if this was in the game, I would actually buy it. This is one of my favorites that I found, the AK47 Sale. This is the Whitewood version. There's a few different versions. You can see them right here. You've got like a much darker red one, and then almost like a birch. I'm thinking like Minecraft wood here. I don't know why. Yeah, I think this is clean. I would rock this. This is one that I would see as a purple and be blown away that it's a purple. I don't think it's quite red. I think it's a nice pink or a purple. I'm gonna go ahead and give this. I'm gonna give this a 9.1. Next up, we've got the M4A4 Arcade. This is giving me like in living color sort of vibes, just very everywhere, all over the place, very bright. We've got like some pinball stuff here. This is pretty nice. I don't think I would use it personally, but I think it's a really nice purplish color that you could make some really cool crafts with. So I'm going to give this an 8.3. Here's another cool one. It's pretty unique. The MAC-10 grenade. You can see from this angle, it looks like there's almost like a pin you can pull like there would be on a grenade. Obviously, if you look at it from this angle, it's flat. There's only so much that you can really do when you're making a skin. You can't just like have a piece that juts out of the gun itself. But I think this is really cool. This would be like a really sick purple. A lot of these are like really good purples. I just keep saying that. It's creative. It's not over the top. It's a nice grenade green, and then you've kind of got this like ivory part to it. I'm gonna give this one a 7.4, I think. Next up, we've got the P250 Aka Hikari. This is for the weebs. It looks like it's literally from like a Power Rangers anime. I think it's really cool. I'm not a weeb, but I might use it just because I think it really works. The execution is really solid here. I'm gonna give this a 8 flat. Next up, we have the P2000 CT2000. Now this is by the guy Mo H or Moa, but he had a skin put into the game recently, the Outsiders AK47. It kind of looks like, if you squint your eyes, it kind of looks like the Fire Serpent. I think this is like, I love his stuff a lot. I think it's a lot different than what we've seen from a lot of other creators, and it's something that we haven't seen within like Counter-Strike itself. The closest thing is like the Fever Dream, and even that still feels like still trying to be clean. This feels messy, and it feels like something that you would see drawn on like desk in middle school. I just love this. I'm gonna give this a 9. Here's another returning skin, the Op Print Stream. The Print Stream has 3 guns in the game, the A1, the USP, and the Deagle. I think the Print Stream is like the new generation of the Asimov. It's clean, it's kind of sci-fi, but still kind of lives in this world, and I say why not? This could be a totally good red. Just add more print streams. People love them. This would probably be like $300 for a field testing one. Then again, it's just a print stream. It's kind of gotten old. If I had seen this without those other print streams being in the game, I'd give this probably the highest rating that I'm going to give today, but for now I'm going to give it an 8.7. Next up is the AK47 Illumination. This is pretty clean. I really like this. This is giving me like Stalker or maybe Fallout vibes, just like post-apocalyptic. You got this little like almost like Geiger counter maybe, and then you can see there's like a grenade in the butt of the gun. That's awesome. I really like this. This could be a pink or a really sick purple. I'll say it again, why not? I'm gonna go ahead and give this one an 8.8. Next up, here's another one from the same guy. I know I probably should have picked something else, but this one's funny. A big boat got stuck in the Suez Canal, and it like almost destroyed the supply chain for like a week or something because someone somehow got the boat stuck in the river. Again, I love this guy's style. I just think this is a fun one, and I think we need more Zeus skins. There's only like 2 or 3 already. This one's not amazing. It's not my favorite, but I would probably get this. I'm gonna give this one a 7.7. Next up, we have the USPS Kanji. This reminds me a lot of the Inheritance. It almost looks like old China or something. I think this is pretty clean. I don't know if we need it in the game though, to be honest. Like I probably wouldn't use this. It's a nice like kind of royal blue with the gold and the white. It's not my favorite. It's a little too gaudy for me, but I'm gonna give it a 7 flat. Next, we have the Zeus standard issue. Now this one is just meant to be like what an actual taser would look like a standard issue taser that was given to police or security guards or whatever. Really well done. It's executed super well. It's not the most creative thing. It's almost so simple that it becomes creative again. I don't know. I like this one. I'm going to give it a 7.5. Next, we have the USPS Dragon Spirit. Now, this is like the opposite of the Kanji version. I like this one a lot more. It's still got some gold to it, but it's more red, and it's almost like a samurai's USP. I think it's clean. I think it's a really nice red. I think it's well executed. I'm going to give this one a 7.8. Next, we have the Glock 18 centimeter. Now this one is creative. It's if you took a Glock and there was a ruler on it, but also there was like some pieces of leather. I think the execution is kind of off here, but it is a really nice idea. The idea I'd give like an 8, but the execution I'd give like a 5. So we'll go with like a 6.3 here. Next we have the Zeus 3D print black. This is meant to be like a 3D printed taser, I guess. You can see kind of how like 3D printing does the layers and stuff. You can almost see this on the gun itself. And it looks like you can almost feel it. Look at that tape too. That looks awesome. This is really great. Execution's amazing. I'm going to give this a 7.4. Last but not least, we have the AK47 Novelist. There aren't any really like good screenshots here. The colors are pretty. This would be a really nice pink. It's probably not my style, but I think a lot of people would like this. I'm going to give it a 7.4. 25 skins ranked. A lot of them were pretty solid. Of course, I picked good ones that I thought should probably go in the game. Let me know what your favorite is. Let me know if I missed any. And look forward to seeing me learn how to make a skin. Like, subscribe. I love Counter-Strike. I love skins. And I love you.